Greetings dear educators and students. In the last video, we had discussed an important topic of styles from Digital Documentation Advanced. In this video, we'll be discussing on another important topic from Digital Documentation, which is creating table of contents. Hi, I am Preeti Arora, author of popular CS, IP and IT textbooks by Sultan Chand and Sons Private Limited. Starting with the table of contents, you must have seen when you open a book usually, the very first page that you encounter is the index. In technical term, it is termed as table of contents. So LibreOffice Writer offers different options to create this table of contents based on a document that you have created. Thus, table of contents describes various titles, headings, subheadings, which are placed in a document in an hierarchical manner. So table of contents is more or less like an index or contents that holds the numbered list of topics in a document and along with the page number with which they are associated. The entries or the contents of this table are automatically taken from the headings and subheadings of the document, and these contents are hyperlinked in the table. As far as headings are concerned, or hierarchy or levels of headings are concerned, LibreOffice Writer supports up to 10 levels of headings, which are H1 to H10 respectively. These headings are applied to the headings or main topics or subtopics in a document. So in the next slide, we'll be implementing how to create a table of content based on your document in LibreOffice Writer. Okay, for creating table of contents, we'll be selecting the different headings given in our document. So to begin with, we will be selecting the first topic. So first, the topics that have been given in this document, that will be treated as heading 1, and the subtopics will be given as heading 2, and subtopics heading 3, and so on. So to begin with, I have selected this text, the first text, and I'll be selecting heading 1. You can do it alternatively also by clicking on Styles menu and then Manage Styles. This will open the Styles window and you may select heading 1, heading 2, heading 3 respectively. So we'll be following the formatting toolbar option. So the second heading that we'll be selecting is working with accessibility options. Again, clicking on heading 1. Then launching accessibility options. So these are the main topics that are being given in my documents, and I'll be selecting it as heading 1 respectively. And the last is also there, which is make the computer easier to see. So this is heading 1. So these four main topics in the document I have taken as heading 1. Now moving to heading 2. So subtopic that I will be selecting, I'll be applying heading 2 to these respective subtopics. Clicking on the drop down, selecting heading 2. Again, visual impairment, again a subheading. So I'll be selecting as heading 2. Hearing or auditory impairment, again selecting as heading 2. Motor and dexterity impairment, again selecting heading 2. Further, in case if I found any subtopics, like in this case, I'll be moving to this mouse tab with mouse keys, again a subtopic, again I'll be applying heading 2 to the same. Then that's it. So these were the subtopics. Now switching over to subtopics to apply heading 3. So in this, to launch ease of access center. Now this is a subtopic belonging to the subtopic of working with accessibility options. So treating it as heading 3. Heading 3, then sticky keys. Again a subtopic, applying heading 3 to the same. Filter keys, applying heading 3 to the same. Then toggle keys, applying heading 3 again to the subtopic. And then turn on narrator. This will be also a heading, so we will apply heading 3 on this also. Turning on audio description, again heading 3. Although LibreOffice Writer offer 10 levels of heading, but 3 or 4 headings These are usually used while formatting a document for generating table of contents. So in our case, we have taken level of 3 in the table of contents that we will be creating. So these headings we have demarked, and now I'll be placing the cursor where I need to put my table of contents that I have to generate. For doing so, click on insert, then click on table of contents and index option, and then select table of contents index or bibliographic sub option. As soon as you click on this, table of contents window shall be displayed. Now it comprises of 5 tabs: type, entries, styles, columns, and background, out of which the 4 tabs which have been given are in the course of class 10th, which will be covering up right now. Focusing on the first tab, which is type. Now type comprises of a sub component which is type and title. Here by default the title is table of contents. In case if we wish to give our own title, we can do so by giving the title. Like in my case, I have taken accessibility options as the topic, so I'll be delivering the same title as table of contents. So now you may see that it includes up to 10 levels of heading, which we can increase, which we can decrease as per our requirement. So this is preview checkbox. In case we unselect this preview, the preview window will be hidden. So this preview window is otherwise required in case if you wish to see how your content will be displayed once you click on OK. So now I'll be clicking on OK. So this is the table of contents that has been generated, that is on the basis of the document that we have selected. So in case if we wish to modify the properties, the background, the appearance of the table of contents, we can do so. For this, right click on the table of contents, click on edit index. So now in order to change the format, suppose we have to take on the basis of columns being displayed. By default it is one column which is being displayed for table of contents. We can switch over to 2 columns also. So with selection of 2 columns, it will be inserting a divider in between the table of contents. Although it will look like this, and in case if we need to look at the separator line also, we can do so by selecting the separator line. How to go about it? Just click the columns on two columns, then select separator line. It has been selected none by default. We'll be selecting as a proper line. Width we can set accordingly. We can increase it to maybe 1.75. We can change the color of the separator that we have taken. Suppose I am taking dark magenta in this case. Then I'll be applying OK, and you see the divider, the separator line is being inserted inside table of content. However, you may switch over to different column set. Like there is an option for have 3 columns with the equal size. Same we can do for like we did it for the single line. We can do it for 3 columns as well as per our requirement. Then for 2 columns, there are two separate provisions which are provided. Then another appearance which we can change for table of contents is 2 columns with different sizes. So in this case, the left side margins will be greater and right side margins will be lesser in width. As you can see, so we have displayed that entire table of contents, split it into 2 columns, with left hand side column width is greater than the right hand side. Or we may move to the default version, which is the single column that will be taking. So by selecting on single column, the entire table of contents will be covered inside one column. Next option, we may move for styles. You can change the styles of the table of contents that we have applied. Suppose I'm taking as level 1, and then here suppose contents heading, the subheading I have selected, and I'll be clicking on OK. So this is how the appearance of the table of contents will be changed as per the choice of the styles that we have selected, which are there in the library of the styles index. Now again clicking to index, edit index, we can change the background color also. To do so, we are going to click on background tab. Now since none is there, we are not having any background image or color in the table of contents, so none is being selected by default. So to change the appearance, we can apply color to the table of contents. Once you click on color tab, it will display you the color palette. You can choose the color of your choice. Suppose I've taken light orange, and then click on OK. So this is how you apply the background to the table of contents. Apart from applying the background color, you may also place image as a background. To do so, click on image tab and select the image appropriate and as required by you. Click on OK. So you'll see this image will be inserted as a background to table of contents. Although we can place the image as a background, but it is always preferred to use color, since it improves the readability and the better visualization of the content or the text which is being displayed as table of contents. Apart from this, you can change the styles, columns, background, and type. You can change the title. You may also decrease the level of the table of contents. By default it is 10. I can reduce it to even 2, or I may even reduce it to 1. Suppose if I am going down to 1 and I click on OK, you may see it's just taking the subheading heading 1. So heading 2, 3 have been removed. So it is up to the user requirement or user choice up to what level of heading you require. So it can be set using this include up to level list box. So finally I'm clicking on OK. So this is my table of content created. Now one advantage of creating table of content is that you can simply directly navigate to the section of the document after clicking the subtopic. How you're going to do about it is you're just going to hover your mouse on the topic which you need to select, then press Control button and it will turn into a hand shaped cursor. Click on it and it will take you to the respective page of the document on which the selected text is being displayed or selected heading is being displayed. So that is the advantage of creating table of contents, that you need not to scroll through the all pages of the document. You are simply going to hover for the topic which you need to open. Just press Control key and then press your cursor and it will take you to the hyperlinked text of the document. Within the same document, you're going to take you to the respective subheading. So that is the advantage of using table of contents, that it provides navigating links within the same document and you can browse through the given text and the relevant document part will get open. So that was the advantage of using table of contents. I think it is clear to you. Thank you for watching the same. That was all about table of contents. So with this, we come to the end of this unit first, digital documentation advanced. In case of any query or doubt, you may write us at the given email addresses. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. Stay tuned. Thank you.